Hi, Cancers. If you want to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support, I invite you. Here's your ink blot we made in your name and essence earlier in July, and we're going to flip it for perspective possibilities. If you'd like to take a screenshot so you can scry on your own time and terms for shapes and symbols that speak to your psyche and psychic senses. Cancers, as always, will scry your ink, which is done in sepia this month. Sacred and deep. We'll add on tarot and oracle, and the spirit boxes kick in for any audio additions that may inspire or irritate. Receive or release freely. Thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights, and allowing me to be a guest in your aura, Cancers. All right. I'm going to take a moment, if you'd like to join me, to close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Letting go of the linear, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Cancers, let's go. Ooh. I'm seeing a very so I'm seeing a caterpillar go to, it's like I'm seeing the wings form. I feel like I'm in the cocoon, but the wings feel like a mountain. And when I say a mountain, it's like I'm looking at a haunted forest, and there's a lot of fog or such. Like it almost feels like mystical. You can see the mountain, like almost like a mountain mirage, but they're wings. They're the wings on the caterpillar transforming. I don't know if the lighting will allow it to come through. So you might be feeling like in this odd space. I'm also seeing a crane, like the bird, a crane. Could also be a blue heron. A crane or a blue heron. So I want to come back to this fuzzy caterpillar. So the reason why I'm seeing the wings as a mountain, at least the way it's resonating for me, is like it's like things that I used to carry that were heavy, places that I've climbed to in my mind, in my heart. Things that I've accomplished, like, you know, that might have seemed like Mount Everest to a hill, a mountain, just, you know, being a range, of course, mountain range. That's funny. The reason why I'm seeing it like in that smoky, haunted way is that is dissipating. Those are done. Those climbs, those feats. And there's a little bit of like I'm going to say a cry in between. Like maybe it's okay to cry. Somebody also could be very much so going through grief and they carry it on their back. This weight, you know, the heavy, this is how I'm seeing it in the rabbit hole of the grief. Of course, the grief applies to both because it's transformation. But this one feels very specifically in regards to somebody who has passed. The heart is so heavy, I lean forward. And it's on my back. The mountain of my missing them is like a mountain. So it's in that respect, I feel like spirit is trying to help dissipate this, to have grief, to go through grief, through the stages of grief, like that range, even if it's through transformation of my own feats, my own drives, my own wants, goals, very tangible, to the third eye kind of realm. And I kind of feel like when I'm in this caterpillar, it's like a Muppet caterpillar. It's very fuzzy. And I'm kind of fighting it. I'm fighting going through grief. Maybe I'm angry. Like, why did this happen? Nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? And I send compassion for that. Towards you, with you, for you. I send you a little hug and a squench. Absolutely. Please know and feel that the heavy heart, spirit is trying to release it on your back, but can only work with your vibrational frequency of allowance. So just even like coming back up. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Okay, and for others that aren't working through grief in the traditional sense, there is this transformation taking place, again, like this range. So it's saying like any weights that you might carry of perceptions when you perceive the past. Oh, that's interesting. The perceptions in which how you perceive the past are different than when you were actually in the past and then perceiving it from there. So I guess it's like this heart thing. It's like I'm viewing the past from the top of the mountain of how my heart looked or what I wanted and desired. And then when I was in the present moment, I was looking at it this way, like this is everything around me. Does that make sense? I feel like it's very obscure, but hopefully somebody resonates with it. Nonetheless, transformation is happening. It kind of feels like I'm seeing like, sticky stuff being pulled apart, and you can see what's being held on to.
I'm lost.
And there could even be a sensation of feeling not at home or not displaced. Okay, it's bringing me back to the caterpillar. I'm in the cocoon, so I'm home. But I'm no longer the caterpillar, and I'm not quite yet the butterfly. I'm in this in-between space, and I'm peeling things apart as I'm outgrowing. I feel very hermity. Maybe very specifically in my heart. I feel hermity in my heart. There might have been hurts there, and I'm trying to like peel them apart. To see if anyone is like, or the way I'm perceiving sticks and stones. No, that's not the one. What you say to me, sticks like glue. I don't know, something along that lines. I'm seeing a platypus, very specifically a platypus, duck-billed platypus. I'm also seeing somebody with like a mustache that does like one of those things, like their fancier mustaches. Could be somebody in spirit. Also, something about grounding, the legs. And I'm seeing smoke and spirit come out of the bottom of the ball of the foot specifically. I don't know if anyone's working with reflexology or like walking barefoot, nature's reflexology. That's what I just heard. Like Mother Nature, Earth was the original reflexologist. That's funny. That's amazing. Okay. So it's like one foot is taking on the ball of foot. The other foot is like curled up. Like, I don't want to go. So left, right, left, right. Maybe this is in relation to relationship, personal, professional, corporate, creative, all the channels. If you know me, please follow your own intuitions versus my yammerings. 7 of coins on the bottom. Okay, so don't worry about it's in the reverse. They're probably all in the reverse. Yep, they are. Sorry, excuse me, Cancers. Again, it's like clearing the throat, preparing for this new stage. I'm preparing through the threshold of July. It's like a time bubble. And it's like this cocoon space is in between. It's a pinnacle of sorts to prepare me to be new again, to feel young again, to feel love again, even just to be passionate about something. Okay, so I'm nurturing myself as I'm here, and it's like going through all the discomforts to nurture myself. I'm seeing a small dog and somebody kissing the dog like right in about here. 6 of Spears. I'll bring those up in a second.
Blessed.
Yeah, there's help from spirit coming through. Something about the winter. I don't know if something happened in the winter or looking ahead to the upcoming winter. Because I'm seeing like those, those old Christmas carol or vintage ones. And but they got like these poofy, I can't remember what they're called. The women used to wear them. It's like I'm preparing to like close the circuit together, like my, whatever those things are called. Anyway, you put your hands in. I don't know, like this is what I'm feeling like I'm being prepared for, and it brings the circuit together. It's like, but I'm going to get my footing first. So I really feel like there might be a new, something that I'm heading towards. I'll bring this up for you. You know me, I'm going to read the art first, but please, if the Six of Spears means anything to you. I've been traveling towards this. Oh, yeah, and it's...
Hag.
Da, 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 da. Don't worry about the word hag, if it bothers anyone. This is a joke I have as well. What is that? I want to know what that card is. Okay, Cancers. What else do we have going on here? Seeing, okay. Oh, amazing. Page of Swords. If there's a time in which you're feeling defensive, ready to fight, raring to go. Right? If this is internalized for oneself, Cancers, if you feel like you're really hard on yourself, I've been driven to go, or, okay, somebody from Spirit is being led by Spirit to Spirit, and it like something doesn't make sense, or it's like I wouldn't have thought that. But it's like you're listening to Spirit to put you in places that maybe you wouldn't have thought are of service, or would be important, or it doesn't seem to align, but it does. In the big scheme of things, it does. Because it's those settings, those environments, this friendship, relationship, job is setting something up. And maybe it's a skill set. Maybe it's the broadness of people, more people. If it's like going back from the beginning of the Spirit Box, if you were helping or working at a motel and then you're going to a fancy hotel, motel to hotel, that's what it feels like. Six of Spears, Seven of Cups. It's like so much is coming through to prepare you if you're not already in it at this pinnacle. But again, I see the mountain range and I see like 7 at the top. And now I'm at the top as a Cancer guest, and I am looking at my opportunities and my options. And I'm pausing here. I'm hermetizing at the top of the mountain. At the top of the mountain, top of the game, to see which way I want to go, where I'm being led to go. And anything that I'm willing to release here is going to just pour down the ranges of the mountain. So by the time it gets to the bottom, it's like seeing like something big and large, and as it's going down, it crumbles. And by the time it gets down, it's a pebble. Does that make sense? Unseen here, Ace of Coins. And then it becomes that pebble, that one coin. What was a burden is now an opportunity. Oh my goodness, Cancers. Okay, I'm going to keep going here. Help. You're receiving help from Spirit. It's very obvious. To me anyway, it's very obvious. Hopefully you're feeling it. There's some sort of connection. I'm seeing a moose. Just the moose head like reaching out. The moose is... it's on the ground. Like not dead or anything like that. It's just like sitting there. It's hanging out. It's like resting a little bit on the shoulders. Something about the shoulders with grace. I'm seeing Gumby. Yeah, I think it's Gumby. The green, stretchy, it's an older cartoon, I'm not sure. And I'm also seeing someone like lift weights, like, but just like handheld weights, not like big. I feel like it's, again, I'm like, I know I'm seeing Rocky, like I'm preparing for something. Okay, thank you. On the bottom we have, tangibility, make your dreams real. Jump, take the leap. This is all that Spirit that's helping you. I don't know if you can see it in here. Yep. Every step you take, every area in which you are working, every part of your mindset, every part of your heart, your hips, heart, your 2 feet and a heartbeat, your spirit guides, your spirit, your higher self is communicating with you to make the dreams real. There's something about defensiveness though. I don't know if at some point in time, excuse me, very phlegmy today. It's because I had bread yesterday. Something seething. I don't know if something irritated. Maybe this is a catalyst for the caterpillar to the proverbial butterfly change. Like I see seething. Okay. Resilience. Burn away the past. Opulence. It's time to lead. And Merak, embrace oneness with the universe. Okay, so time to lead. I would really enjoy to put this with the Six of Spears. Leading with your heart, leading with the love of those that you've lost, leading with the losses through your life that really have led you, if that makes sense, like pebbles and a cobblestone road. No loss is a loss. Love is not, you haven't lost any love. It's just changed forms. And I understand there's like two roads here, two very clear rabbit holes. Somebody has lost somebody very near and dear to them. Okay, caterpillar and opportunity. It's like that cobblestone road. Please follow your heart. Disperse, burn away the past, but without necessarily if anything, seethed. Yep. Okay. Thank you. Resilience, burn away the past. It's like being at the top of the mountain. I am now having all these opportunities to see how I can release it. How I can let parts of me go, the caterpillar parts of me go. The people, places, and things I, in this present moment, may have placed amongst that scene. And how do I free them? So when I move forward and lead into love, releasing the grief, burning it off as I travel down this mountain, which will be quite effortless compared to what the climb you've already made.
Thank you.
I want it to be as light as love. Carry love, especially if you've lost somebody, that message is carry my love as light. Ace of Coins, embrace oneness with the universe. Make your dreams real, come back all together. Cancers, it's all coming together. If you have lost somebody, condolences. Please feel their love. Very, very light. For those going through change, those that have carving one coin out of a mound of a rock, like a big boulder that maybe this is what you've been carrying. It's not actually a barbelly thing. It's been like this boulder. And you've carved it down into this one coin. And then I'm seeing it, I think, is it Dwight from The Office, who they do like a yard sale or something in their, you know what I'm talking about, like in their office. And he takes this one thing and what he turns it into at the end. That's how I'm seeing this. Taking the one thing, trading it, turning off, trading and turning in, and anyway. Oh my goodness, cancers. I feel you. It can be a little discombobulating where you're at, but you're doing it. No squawking. I feel if there's been a squawking, this is part of the past. And I just heard like the squeaky wheel gets the oil. But there's like and maybe this is in relation to internal to external, external to internal. If they're squawking. And if the squeaky wheel gets the oil, but there's still a consequence to that. There's an effect to that. A remnants of how you got the oil and how they went about it. And then there's another way as well. And I feel like it's right. It is bright, cancers. It is bright. The path of peace, the path of personal happiness, it is bright for you. I look forward to meeting you and sitting with you next month. I'm all over the place, but I feel you. I appreciate the work that you're doing, and may you feel well and loved. Until next time. If you want a personal, the links are all below to support, like, share, subscribe, because I don't think I said that either as I try to remember. Thank you. Thank you.